What is up, my legends? It's Scion. We're back, and we're going to talk about how to start strong with no money in this game, especially if you're going to start. We know at baseline what characters are going to be there, so again, I'm using Cinderella because she's actually going to be there. But in this particular video, they have a banner to actually go after Little Mermaid. So we're going to go after that and have a little bit of fun with this. So go over here. And you guys remember from the last video, I used all of my currency. So I'm back up to 500 again. And you see right here, we have the Little Mermaid banner right here. Specifically, I'm a Little Mermaid main. I use Cinderella just because, you know, that she's there and I didn't have a Little Mermaid. But we're going after Little Mermaid now. This is a step up banner. Wouldn't mind these weapons too because I can use them. What's this here? It is an S, okay. 150 here. Alright, one. Nice. Alright, so she booted his head off, which gives me one more. Like I showed you last video, it's good luck when she does that. Alright, so we got an S and ooh, a Kagehime. So this was not expected. And a round two. Okay. And the last step. Miss Mermaid. I'm pretty sure that the last step is like guaranteed, but damn, I only gave one. Oh, Raging Demon. This account is blessed for some reason, because this shit don't happen. All the time I've been playing this game, it's never happened this much. Alright, the S, and there she is. Okay, so now we have Little Mermaid. This is kind of similar to what I already have with Cinderella. Like I said, I'm a Little Mermaid main, so gotta rock with it. All right, so there she is. We're bringing her in now. All right, I want to change this up just a little bit. Alright, so we have the harp, and I don't want too many debuff skills, because that ends up being a problem. I might just leave it though. Let's just do. I need to actually click on it differently. There we go. Alright. So in order to start the game off strong, you should concentrate on a few things. One, in my opinion, you should never level up your S weapons unless one is a healer weapon or you don't have anything else as far as SS. Now, you see what I've particularly done right now is I got an SS book, I got an SS charm, which they give you free in the game. This second one down here, that one came from, I'm sorry, I clicked it. This one came from a banner that's relatively good. And you see everything else here we have is the stuff that they decided to actually fill in. So I got some fire damage right now. I got 2 buffs, which is the Hopsichord, which is this one right here. The harp right here, which I don't really need both of them, but I'm just keeping it because they're SS items. And I have a heal, which is right here. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the heal. And and this one is the DPS. And then I don't want this. Just realize what this is. Do not want this. So I need to take this out. Alright, what else can I put here? I want to put a little bit more balance in what I have. Don't I have a coffin? I probably can't use it on. I do. There we go. Alright, let's use that. Alright, so now we have a little bit more balance. So what you want to do is all of your SS items, you want to actually level them. So I have these SS items right here. You also have your gear right here, which you get at the end of the first story battle, as you can see right here. And you also have your summons. Now your summons are kind of like your nightmares that you can level up and get stronger and everything else. In order to actually level that, you would need to use another nightmare to level on these particular characters, but they also increase your power. So you see my power right now is at 1652. Am I over cap? No, I'm not. All right. So in order to actually level this, you get a lot of these things. Why are you teaching me anything? I don't need to know any of this. I know how to sell stuff. All right. We hit freaking sky, and then I hit the button by mistake. Well, what that pretty much was doing is this tab down here at the bottom. Actually, I'm sorry, wrong tab. This tab. This tab here at the bottom, you get gold items that you can sell, which I don't see any. There we go. These items. You sell these, and this is how you get your coin. And you actually do need to sell them because they will take up your inventory big time. So sell them, you get coin. The rest of this is your EXP, and I'm going to show you what to do that in a second. Now, what you want to do is you want to pick out whatever your SS items are that you're going to know you're definitely using. You have to actually level stuff that you know you're going to use. And I can't reiterate that enough because you do not have infinite resources in this game if you are a free-to-play player. You have to dedicate, and you have to make sure. That's why rerolling is pretty important as well, to decide what character and what weapons you're going to have off the bat in the beginning, and stick with it because, like I said, you don't have infinite stuff. Now, there's a lot of stuff to actually grind in this game, but it's going to come a point where there's just going to be nothing left. So you need to be at a good point and strong to carry yourself into next content. That's the way that this game works, because they're always bringing in new story content and new achievements for you to do so you can continue your grind. But if you screw yourself and have like 50 different weapons leveled up, it's not going to end well for you. It's just not. All right, so you see right now we have two things that we can level up right there. So we're going to do, this was my first summon. We're going to go for all the SS stuff. There we go. And you see I was at 16,000 before. I'm going to show you the difference and what happens when you do it correctly. So we're going all up to 60. Now, this does not level up the skills and the passives and the individual weapon. This just levels up the power behind the weapon. You see there at the top? So we're up to 60 now. If I wanted to actually level up the skills, you would need another item. So we're gonna use this stuff. You see right there at the bottom, the skills and the passives are going up. Now, only use stuff that you know that you're not going to use. Alright, so all that's up to level 3. Also keep in mind that when you're doing that, you don't get any XP on the weapon, so you probably just do that before what I did. Do it the reverse order. But I was just showing you in general. But do it the reverse order because you get EXP. It'll just save you some items. So, as you can see right there, now I have that particular item up to 60. And the skill is good. So, I'm going to change the weapon out. We have that weapon done. All right, so the next thing that we know that we're going to be using is this SS weapon. And again, if I want to, let's go with, I'm not going to be using this one. So up to level 2, you see the EXP went up. We're going to be using that weapon. We're not going to be using this. In fact, all of this, I'm not going to be using any of the Bard stuff. Don't typically like the Bard stuff that much. We're going to be using the Gunner stuff. Let's get that. Any more Bard stuff here I can get rid of? Oh, this S, definitely. There we go. Alright, so now we're up to 3. Now we can go in. 60. It is up to level 3 out of 15 now. So it increases those skills. Again, this is costing me coin, but you get a lot of free stuff and bonuses. So it's fine. Alright, so now that's up. So remember I was at 16,000 before. Alright, so we're going to go to the next weapon right here. This is going to be at the top here, which is this heart. I don't particularly need this right now, so we're not going to do that as far as the items. I want to keep the rest of the items that I have. So I'm sorry. The only thing that we're going to do from here is we're going to level this. And maybe later on, we'll get some. Nah, I probably will never do anything with these skills. All right, so there's another 70,000 that is going to cost me. And again, that's all on my defense, my attack, my magic, and everything else. And you can do this relatively. This is quick. This is like the first hour of the game that I'm doing this in right now. And it's kind of what you should do, and you should dedicate early. Again, you don't have infinite resources, so please don't try to do this on like level A. Like A gear and stuff like this. The only time A and S rank gear should get any type of upgrades is when you don't have anything left, SS or anything else to actually upgrade. And I am going to actually upgrade this one, this S rank one. I want to upgrade that one because it's a pretty good item. I've had it before. And this is actually pretty easy, so let's try to get close with the B stuff. Also, try to get rid of the cheaper EXP things because it just clogs up your inventory. I didn't even get to it. Alright. We're gonna push this up to 46, and we have to go in just a little bit more. Now, what this does is this allows you to do harder content faster. And you, on top of that, the way the system works in the game is it's going to match you with other gamers who are as strong as you are. Even though you might be like level 5 or something like that, your power will be higher and you'll hit kind of the same way, somewhat. You'll somewhat. You're not going to be like massively as strong as other characters in the game that are playing with you, but you'll be close enough to stand there with those other characters so you can do harder content. You can do harder event content, and you'll be able to just stand out there and get better rewards. Did that change? Didn't change, did I? No, I didn't. Alright, so we got the heart down. So from here, we don't have any more SS items that we can put on right now. So from here, if you see fit, you see I have another S item right here. If you see fit, now you can go into those items. If you feel you're not going to be summoning anymore and you can't get there, I don't want to use that. Anything else here? I'm about to use a weapon. There we go. If you feel that you're not going to be summoning anymore and you're not going to get any other SS weapons that are going to come through, now you can start worrying about, you know, these more inferior type of weapons. And I am going to do one more. I'm going to use the staff. I need one of the staffs. Where is it? I didn't take it out again. I keep forgetting to swap it out. And also don't forget, because I do that a lot where I forget to swap. Alright, there we go. So you want to put other weapons in there and make a mistake and use something else as fodder. Alright, so let's just do that. The 50. Alright, so this same process works for your other gear as well. So you also have this gear, which you can upgrade by actually getting other... There's a different currency that's for this, or you can use other gear to actually level it. I'm gonna go all the way out. And you have the nightmares themselves. Now you see I have this S nightmare right there, and I have actually a extra nightmare. Now there is currency that actually helps you level this, but you see I'm just going to use the nightmare itself that also increases your power right here. Alright, so now we're going to go back out. It allows you to. Now here is where you have dupes. If you have any dupes of an item or a weapon, what you can do, I'll just use one that I can use, is you can actually use that and upgrade it. So you see, boom, boom, boom. Now that's up to 4 stars. There you go. Now the limit break cap is all higher and everything else, so that gun's going to be pretty good. She's not a gunner class, so I can't really do that. That was just showing you in general if you want to actually use that. Now you see this one right here. In order to actually do this right now, to limit break this and push it into legendary, I need these particular items. You get these items. If you go in right here, you see it's literally right here looking at me. To go in here and fight these. This is kind of like your weekly type of things, and you can go in here and beat them up. We'll do that right now. And see, I went from 16,000 to 27,000 right now, which is pretty good considering this is only an hour account right now. And it's going to put me together with other gamers pretty much who are around that same power. Here we are. And you see they like, these are guys who've just been playing for a while, but because I automatically artificially put my power up to that, I can actually stand out here with these guys. Like this 2B is probably just gonna one-shot everything. You gonna kill everything, 2B? Nah, use a single target. And I got my one shot out. See, that's not bad. That's not bad damage right there. 560, 593, I think it was. Including that buffs as well. I love Little Mermaid. Alright, got the clear bonus. And you notice down here on the bottom, I got those particular currencies, which, you know, we got a nice 2B, rank 38. Again, rank 42, 2255. See again, 2B. I'll just friend everybody. Alright, and then you just move to the next one. Now, because I'm strong enough, I can actually go out here and stand with them on this fight as well if I deem fit. But we're not going to do that right now. Now, you also have the event that's going on, which this event leads you to actually getting a free character. No, you don't need to tell me about it. You also get a weapon down here at this point, which I am actually strong enough to go get. The weird thing is I'm actually strong enough to get down here to this point where I actually can open up this free Alice class right here, which is just crazy. That, like, you know, hour 1, as long as you do it properly, you can just jump right into content that's way stronger than you, as long as your character is built properly in the proper way, and you can actually take the hit. Because I can actually take the hit because my character actually has the stats behind it. Now, where I'm actually lacking is a little bit in defense because I don't have the skills built up because I haven't been playing long enough to grind the weapons to build up the skills. So that's where you kind of end up falling a little bit behind, but you can artificially push up your power to be strong enough to stand and do harder content, and just makes things easier. Now, what actually helps you in grinding is when you go into the actual story, it makes things all the more easier for you in story, because story, all of this right in here is really not all that hard, and technically you only need to be around 30,000 to get down to the bottom of this storybook in normal. And you already see that I'm at 27,000 right now. So like I get a few more ranks and get a few, like literally a few more ranks and another weapon, another SS weapon, or even level up the weapons that I didn't level up this particular time, and I'll be able to wipe this entire book out. Now, the cool thing about this is you can change your gear and your weapons according to the classes. You know, some classes are different than others, but you can change your gear and swap them out and bring other gear in to each individual girl in these classes. You can swap them all out. Now I'm having caster stuff, so when it comes time to use the rest of these characters, I'm gonna need, you know, melee stuff, which I do have melee stuff there. That's why you don't want to use everything. The good thing is once you level up and rank up, the game at different intervals between, you know, rank 15, rank 20, 25 and stuff like that, they will give you EXP items and they will give you currency. Like you see, like right here, I reach 15,000 power, I'm gonna get that currency right there. I reach 20,000 power, I'm gonna get that currency right there. I reach 25,000, I'm gonna get that currency. So when I hit 30, I'm gonna get more currency with that. And you see when I hit the rank 25, I'm gonna get that. If I retweet, I get 50. Beating these certain things right here, you get that. When I get my next turn, I get a SS crystal weapon for normal, and it literally tell you where to actually go do it. Over here, I got 60 right there for completing the first I'm forgetting the name. We just did it for completing this, which is why it's giving me this right now. So I just got those resources. That board that we just did, I got currency for doing that. And you see we're building up towards all of this stuff right now. And here's where, again, you see me getting all these free items right now. So as long as I get a green weapon and item right there, and there's the EXP right there. I got 15 more of the SS EXP right there. Again, this is not infinite. You're going to run out because you're not going to have anything else left to achieve after a point. So this is where you have to make your choice on what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And again, here's all the stuff right here that you can unlock as you go through. And once you get to a point of where you completed all of this stuff, what ends up happening is the game will, like, they'll bring in events, and that's what's happening right now. There's a whole bunch of events going on right now in the game, and once you're strong enough, you can just start partaking in all the events and getting all the goodies. Like I just unlocked all of this just now. And let's go right over here real quick so I can show you. Oh god, don't beat me in the head. Actually, I forgot. You gotta go in. You actually have to go in. So let's just pick this one for now. Alright, so the currencies that I just built up right now can get you various things. When you go into here, like I just got this 600 right now. You see, in order to get like this weapon right here, I need 10,000. Literally in an hour playing, I got the 600 right now, so that's not that hard to do to get to that weapon. You can get currency down here. You can get skill ups. Sometimes there's classes in here. You see there's resources right here. So when I want to limit break a weapon and make a weapon stronger, we can just come in here and do that. If I want any of these two classes, then of course I'll have to, level this up right now and break it out. You want to check out what the character looks like and, how does it work, where you can actually get her. This is Alice right here, but they literally tell you character story 2, level 3. This is, I'm forgetting. Oh, Aladdin. It's just a Japanese version of saying it. So you get these down here. These are kind of like just imprints. I kind of don't really worry about them. Kind of like if you're playing and you want to talk to somebody, you just want to throw that out there, you can. All right, so that's literally what I just earned right now. The same thing with this. More stuff to earn if I need more. And that is pretty much how you start strong in this game. It's not hard at all. But a lot of people kind of like call it a little bit like Unison League. It is a lot like Unison League, but it's more cooler. Now, I can actually go in and buy this weapon right now, which this is a very badass weapon. It buffs you and it debuffs at the same time. So we're going to actually cop this right now because this is super useful. Thank you. And I'll be bringing that out there with me and using that right now. Actually, I saw something else there. How much did I need for that? 500. I'm looking at this nightmare right here. The weapon, I deal with that later, but this nightmare, I definitely need this nightmare. And you see, they're pretty much telling you, hey, this is a nightmare and this is what it does. And it gets a buff and attacks. So I definitely need that nightmare. Now, as you can see, I pretty much just recently went and got that item. I'm not sure if I can actually even put that thing on. I can't. I'm not a high enough rank for that yet. But I will. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys this video. Enjoy. I hope you guys understand that. And just to reiterate again, don't overtax yourself. Don't try to level up everything. If you have a class that you like, pick it, stick with it, get all this stuff, as you can see right here, 60. Then once you have all your gear where you want it to, start bringing other gear in slowly. Don't allow the game to stuff gear in, because what that does is that over bloats your skill lineup. And the character will end up having, like, you know, they'll bring in everything, and then you might have a point where it's like all buffs or all debuffs and stuff like that. Just try to balance out your gear load a little bit. Try to put the strongest stuff that you can put out there, right there, because you're gonna end up AP'd after a while, and AP basically means that you just ran out of AP and weapons to actually use. But you want to make sure that you have your most use out of all of them. So if you're gonna hit hard, then just hit hard. If you're gonna heal, just heal. If that's what you're going after and you want to be the healer, then make sure that you have a healing setup. Bring out all the heals, bring out all the buffs. There's going to be DPS, then bring out the DPS. If you're going to be the debuffer, then straight go for being the debuffer. And if you're going to just straight out be like tanky, then go for like maybe like a defense up type of gear, and make sure that you can have a good HP out there and do what you got to. That's all I got for you guys. Be legendary, like and subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Once again, I am Little Mermaid main. As a character, I like her, and then she's just useful. Peace.